You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Check out blackwhitenetwork.com. Support us by becoming a member today. Memberships just start at $10 per month. You can actually save money by getting the annual plan. When you actually sign up to become a member, you get a 7-day free trial. You get access to member videos and also our Friday member stream that we have every single Friday as well. You can also donate to us if you would like. $1, $5, $20, whatever you guys want to give. And don't forget about the merch. We're running our Easter sale now. 15% off everything in the merch store, including our Black and White Sports 2 hat, Patriots 1776 shirt, of course, our America 250 Bald Eagle Edition shirt with the America 250 flag on the back. It's our best-selling shirt. We also have matching hoodies, zip-up hoodies. We have sports backpacks, sports hats, other hats as well, and coffee mugs. But if you are a paying member to the website, you get 25% off your entire order. Well, Black and White Sports fans, it is the end of an era for one Mark Jones of ESPN. A complete woke lunatic, folks, that is now leaving. Or was he fired? Not really sure, but the official report is that he's leaving on his own terms from ESPN. Now, we know how this works, actually, folks, because Mark Jones has never been afraid to play the race card. This man, probably the wokest of the wokest at ESPN. Now, even when Jemele Hill was there, I think it's safe to say, folks, that Mark Jones was more woke than Jemele Hill. This just tells you how terrible Mark Jones is. That's a wrap. Now, I'm very curious, guys, to know if this man was actually fired or he really left on his own terms. Because we know, folks, if ESPN fired this man, he would easily pull the race card. Easily. Not even close. Not even close. Now, he was actually making headlines back in 2020 over a police escort. Yeah, remember that was actually at the height of the Jacob Blake thing and George Floyd. He had the virtue signal. He didn't want police protection because he was afraid that police would actually shoot him dead. Yeah, you can't make this up. You can't make this up, man. Boy, this country really lost their minds back in 2020 when everything was seen as racist, even in the sports world, folks. But that's a wrap. He's leaving. His final day, I believe, is Sunday. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Here we go. So over here on Outkick, guys, far left cop hating loon Mark Jones out at ESPN. Man, you know what? When ESPN was doing all of their on-air firings back in 2023, he should have been one of them. Or was it 2024? I can't remember the exact year, but he should have been one of them, but he wasn't. Look here. Bobby Burrack on Outkick writes, in a positive development for college football fans, Mark Jones is leaving ESPN. The Miami Herald reported that the decision was Jones's and that his final broadcast with the network will be Sunday. Of course, if ESPN wanted to keep him, he wouldn't have decided to leave. The network may also prefer framing the departure as Jones's choice to avoid the inevitable backlash of parting ways with a radical race idolater. Yeah, Mark Jones is a black man. He's a black man, and he would definitely be playing the race card. Definitely would. You know, they even bring up the name of Ryan Clark right here. Something's telling me, folks, if Ryan Clark was actually ever fired from ESPN, he'll be screaming racism too as well. There's no doubt about it. And that's a picture right there of Mark Jones with Doris Burke. And he's actually rocking a Wuhan virus mask right there. Yeah, crazy times back then, right? But I'm glad that Bobby Burrack actually gives a montage here of his ESPN career. And almost none of this stuff actually has to do with sports. Look at this right here. Here's a look at some of Mark Jones's highlights as an ESPN employee. Made false accusations claiming stadium police officers were going to shoot him dead because he's black. Oh, you think I'm lying about that? I pulled it up because I didn't think they actually had it here. Yeah, this is from September of 2020, folks. ESPN announcer Mark Jones says he will refuse police protection at college football game. This is what he said, quote, Saturday at my football game, I'll tell the police officer on duty to protect me. He can just take the day off. I'd rather not have the officer shoot me because he feared for his life because of my black skin or other dumb ish. Yeah, this kind of person we're dealing with, folks. But let's continue on. He also posted tweets telling Rush Limbaugh to rot in hell the day after his wife announced he had died of lung cancer. And ESPN didn't fire him for that. Another one. Lied about the police murdering Jacob Blake, who is still alive. Yeah, Jacob Blake, you guys know who he is, was engaged in criminal activity, refused to actually comply with police, also trying to steal a vehicle with kids in the back too as well. I believe that was like his girlfriend's kid or something like that. And he had a knife. He admitted he actually had a knife, and the police shot him. Yeah, still alive. Called Stephen A. Smith a coon. Also, shared posts calling his white colleagues and bosses blind to racism in front of him. Posted tweets celebrating Nick Bosa tearing his ACL as payback for standing for the national anthem and supporting Donald Trump. Wow. Claimed the Batman character is rooted in racism. Batman, folks, really? Shared a photo saying MAGA women are skanks. Promoted a false story declaring Governor Ron DeSantis a member of the KKK. He's not. Shared a fake story claiming Aaron Rodgers is a member of QAnon. He's not. Argued that white people appropriated Jesus. Reposted tweets saying police shot Breonna Taylor when they saw her skin color. They never saw her. Yeah. Remember, it was actually Breonna Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, who opened fire on the cops. And they actually shot in defense. And for some reason, Kenneth Walker is not in prison right now. Anyway, like the post from Bishop Talbert Swan that called white people demonic forces of evil. Also reposted tweets calling Queen Elizabeth a racist on the day she died. Yeah, this is the kind of clown we're dealing with, folks. This is the kind of clown we're dealing with. And you know what? Sports is much better without him. Don't know what his next move is going to be. Really don't care. Really don't care. But this is definitely a positive for ESPN getting rid of this guy. I mean, he is the worst of the worst, in my opinion, over there at ESPN. Yeah, you still got some other people around there too as well. Other woke lunatics. But this guy right here probably takes it all. Probably takes it all. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we will catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.